Welcome to episode 48 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It's Saturday, people. Saturday, the 19th of October, 2019. I hope your week has been a good one out there. Genuinely, that sounded sarcastic again, didn't it? But genuinely, I hope you've had a worthwhile and fulfilling week, people. My week has been a bit of an odd one. I was meant to have a gig tonight. That was cancelled, apparently back in July, although I only found that out on Thursday and no messages sent through, so I can only imagine that was cancelled and I wasn't notified. So I found myself at a bit of a loose end today. My usual regime of getting up early, doing a few bits, and then having a kip in the afternoon has been fucking shut out. He says in his best radio voice. So I've been cracking on with the old fucking decorating, innit? Fucking decorating the bedroom. So I've been cracking on with that today. Jesus, just sends me mental doing that sort of shit. Because I'm a self-professed perfectionist, I suppose. And I want everything to look right. And if it doesn't, it'll fucking bug the shit out of me. So I've just been filling all the fucking holes that I managed to dig out. Starting one job, creating many more, basically. That's what I've been doing. Just creating fucking more fucking work for myself. By digging shit out. So that has been what has consumed me today. But I can get it all fucking sorted. I've got a plan of action, people, not a bucket list. A plan of action for doing it. So if I can get everything done and all filled tomorrow, then I can rub it down tomorrow after the filler's fucking dried, and then I can start painting it Monday, and hopefully Tuesday I'll be done. That's my plan of action. Whether that works out that way or not is a different matter, but I've got a gig Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week, so I want to get it done by then, and the clock is fucking ticking, people. This will be it, though. I've been fucking consumed by watching fucking war documentaries all week. And now I want to be a war veteran. I don't want to actually go to war. I just want the prestige of being a fucking veteran. Because you get to talk about it and talk about how deep you are, man. I know. War is hell. From the documentaries I've seen, I am suffering from PTSD just fucking watching them. They're fucking brutal. I rewatched that the Ken Burns Vietnam one, which is fucking one of the best fucking documentaries. And now I'm all over the Burns, man. I'm all over the fucking Burns. Now I'm watching the one called The War, which is about the Second World War. So I'm fucking watching that. I'm on episode 2 at the minute, and they're about 2 hours long each episode. So yeah, it's fucking, it's consuming a lot of my day. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of my fucking day that I should, but some of the things are fucking brutal. When they were like describing, like in this one particularly, I mean the Vietnam one, like everyone's watched the war films about that, and it's fucking brutal. Platoon being the ultimate. Everyone goes on about Apocalypse Now, which is a good film, but like Platoon is a fucking brilliant film. Charlie Sheen, pre-HIV, one of his best. It's got to be the best role he's ever played, and it was fucking brilliant film. But yeah, some of these the fucking things that the Japanese used to do to people, fucking chop their heads off and cut their fucking balls off and then stuff them in the mouth of their decapitated head and that. Yeah, I'm not sure that's covered by the Geneva Convention there, me old fella. Fuck me, Jesus. Let's fucking talk about fucking overkill a little bit. Talk about fucking hell. Not only have they chopped your head off, they're chopping your nuts off and stuffing them in your mouth as well. Yeah, and the Americans were saying, well, we didn't after that happened, we didn't ever take any prisoners again. No, I'm not fucking surprised if some of your fucking comrades in arms are having their balls chopped off after they've been killed or executed in the back of their head. It's going to make you a little bit tetchy. Fuck me, Jesus. So I've been, so that's basically what I've been doing. Watching that war, reliving the Second World War, although obviously I wasn't there, but vicariously through documentary makers. But those documentaries are fucking really just suck me in, man. And glad that to be honest, I was fucking around saying like about being a war veteran. Glad I've never actually had either joined the army or joined the forces or anything like that. I take my hat off to people who do. But like the Vietnam one, most of the kids there, they were fucking kids fighting that war, poor kids. It's pretty much the same these days, isn't it? Really, you know. You get a few toffs who are officers, but mainly the people on the ground are the fucking grunts, aren't they? People from fucking poor backgrounds fighting for things that they don't really understand. That's basically it from my point of view. I know people have probably got different opinions on that, but fuck me, man. Like 18-year-old, 19-year-old kids. I just think back to when I was fucking 18 or 19. I was a fucking moron. Not that I'm particularly switched on these days, to be perfectly honest, but fucking hell, man. You know, sign up and you're in war on, in a fucking horrendous war at the age of 18. It must have been fucking awful. But anyway, I thoroughly recommend not going to war and just staying at home watching documentaries. That's what I would do if I was you out there. If you're thinking about joining the army, just watch these fucking documentaries. Fuck me, man. I can't see that anybody would watch these fucking documentaries and go, yep, that's what I want to do. Trudge through fucking live in fucking water with fucking leeches all over me and fucking malaria and all that sort of shit, as well as being soaking wet, underweight, underfed, and then you've got to fight a fucking war for about 4 days on the trot. And then have about a day's rest and then just constantly get bombarded again. Fuck that shit. But yeah, the documentary was really fucking interesting watching them. I've got really into it, man. Really into it. Let's have a bit of tea. Hang on. There we go. That's the tea bit done. Yeah, so I got really into them. So I'm on about episode 2 of The War. I'm just like constantly Googling, not wanting more wars to start so they can make documentaries about it, but wanting to find more Ken Burns stuff because he fucking knows his shit. And he does it really well. Talking of war this week, fucking hell, we've had a load of shit going on in the UK, mainly in London, innit? Fucking London cunts. But yeah, mainly in London with we've had the Extinction Rebellion protests going on this week, which if foreigners, people not from this fair isle, it's essentially middle class kids, 18, 19. This is what they're doing these days. They're not fighting wars. They're just basically fighting for the environment, man. That's what they're doing. It's a noble cause, but it's not going to do fuck all because there's no fucking money in saving the planet, is there? That's it. There's money in fucking exploiting all of its resources, but there's no fucking money in like actually saving the planet at the moment. Nobody's fucking. It's very good. It's a very good cause that they're fighting for, or fucking sitting around for. I don't really know what they're achieving. Really, they're getting headline news for scaling Big Ben. I think one of them climbed up Big Ben. Even though it's got scaffold, it didn't even do it a hard way. You know what I mean? Didn't fucking parkour up there or whatever, or free climb up there. It's got scaffolding. Essentially, it's got a fucking ladder outside it at the minute because they're fucking doing it up. I don't know what they're doing, polishing the bell, something like that. I don't know, redecorating it. I don't know, doing a bit of fucking gold gilt on the outside. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something, and it's got scaffolding outside, and somebody climbed to the top of the scaffolding with a fucking Extinction rebellion. That sounds like they're hardcore fucking like lefties, doesn't it, in fucking combat gear and that sort of shit. But they're just sort of like, I think the guy who did that was a tree surgeon. So you know, he's fucking used to climbing anyway, isn't he? You know, it's like a busman's holiday, that is, for him. But yeah, one of the protesters climbed on Big Ben, got arrested immediately. You shall not climb that tower, with scaffolding on the outside of it. Essentially, he could have just wore a high vis and claimed to be a contractor, I imagine. And then somebody else climbed on top of the tube and got the shit kicked out of them. That's basically what happened. There's a fucking video online of it. Like a geezer climbed on the top of the tube, and everybody was like, "Hey man, I'm trying to get to work here in the middle of commuter time." He climbed on top of a tube, and then he was like flung to the mob afterwards. And there was a load of scuffling and shit. People in suits saying, "I need to get to work and fucking earn some money for my fucking cocaine habit. You are not going to get in with the planet. The safety of the planet will not get in the way of my fucking cocaine habit." That's what they thought. And jacked up on steroids, beat the shit out of him with their fucking briefcases. And there was just a sea of pinstripe suits just massed on him as soon as he landed on the platform by being swiftly evicted off the top of the tube. So that's what's been happening in the UK, and this will go on for a while until I don't know, until their fucking 2 weeks holidays up or whatever. I don't know, until they go back to university. It's a noble cause. That's the thing about it. This is my point on it. It's a fucking noble cause what they're doing. They're saying, "Hey man, all the big corporations are fucking over the world, and we're the ones who are going to be left with this," which is fair enough. And then other people are going, "Hang on a minute, man. I've got to get to work and work for these big corporations that are fucking over the world, and that's fucking more important. You tree-hugging hippie, get off my train." Yeah, so I don't know. If everybody, this will never happen, by the way. If everybody stuck together and just went, "Fuck it, we're not doing anything until there's a change," there would be change. If everybody stopped going to work and stop doing all the public services like driving buses and driving tubes and fucking the tube trains and shut down the system entirely, they'd fucking listen. But nobody's... it's a fucking free-for-all for themselves. They're going, "Yeah, okay, we don't want the planet to die, but also I've got to get to work to pay for the food to put in my kids' stomachs or tea in their fucking mouth." Here we go. So that's one thing that's been kicking off in the UK this week. And obviously you've got the fucking papers, you know, fucking selling their little bit of it, and they've got to have their 2 pennies worth on it from their fucking particular political angle. It's fucking boring. You know exactly what they're going to say. Every single paper, you know what they're going to say from their fucking point of view. Even though like liberal fucking lefties and shit like that actually work for people like the Mail and the fucking Express. But we just write this stuff, man, because we don't fucking write what we believe in. We write what will sell. There's a few people who claim to be lefties work for them, and the fucking Sun come out with a load of fucking bullshit like they usually do. I'm sure they're fucking blaming something on fucking Liverpool supporters, the fucking cunt paper that is. But yeah. It's all been kicking off a little bit down in London, and people. One thing which I thought was a little bit stupid of some of the protesters, they've been super gluing themselves to fucking railings and shit like that. The Sun had a very liberal attitude on that. They were like, well, sooner or later they're going to have to take a shit and they're going to struggle to get their pants down. Thank you for that fucking political insight into... that's where they went with it. That's where they went with that whole story of they're going to struggle to shit the Sun. Fucking love it. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know why they've superglued their fucking hands to the things. All they're going to do is... I've had superglue on my fucking hands, and it's a fucking bitch to get off. You have to peel your fucking skin off. So I imagine they're going to be the Red Hand Gang by the end of the week when that gets fucking ripped off by the police. But that seems to still be going on, the old Extinction Rebellion. Well, it's not going to stop, is it? I think we've got, what we got, like 12 years left? Did somebody say that? They did a report and they said the next 12 years are the crucial thing. If we keep going the way we're going in 12 years' time, we're going to reach this stage where there's no coming back. And I'm like, 12 years' time, I'm 54. That's what happens when you get fucking older. I know these kids these days. The kids will inherit the earth. Jesus was fucking lying, weren't he? It wasn't the meek. They're too fucking quiet, Jesus, you fucking idiot. Yeah, the kids are going to inherit a fucking dust bowl by the sounds of it. If you listen to all the doom and gloom that's going to happen, but they're not going to fucking change it, are they? They're not going to stop fucking pumping shit into the fucking rivers and the skies, because there's no money in fucking conservation, is there? There's no money in not using the fucking resources and not fucking, there's no money at all in that. And that's what it basically comes down to, doesn't it? Fucking money. That's what everything comes down to. Sorry to put a monetary little tilt on the podcast today. Yeah, that's what it all comes down to. So that, or we could pray. Maybe we'll get to the stage where we fucking pray. Like, this is another thing that's happened this week, isn't it? Fucking, the fucking rosary beads. The E-Rosary beads that the fucking Catholic Church have launched. It's like a fucking Fitbit for fucking Jesus people. That's basically what it is. It tracks your fucking prayers and shit like that. Jesus. I mean, fucking, is there anything fucking lamer than trying to fucking get on the fucking bandwagon of fucking tech? Just, how many fucking prayers have I said? That'll be the next thing on Facebook. People are fucking posting up there like they do with their fucking park runs. It'll be the next thing, won't it? Like, how many prayers have I done today? I've done 1,000 fucking prayers for people, and none of it means shit. Does it? That's the essentially the same thing of having one of those apps, going on a park run and then coming back and finishing off a box of fucking roses. A fucking box of roses fucking chocolates, isn't it? Like, with the old E-Rosary thing. So that's what they've done. That's how the Catholic Church is keeping up high-tech shit, man. High-tech shit. Also, on a passing note of watching all of these war films, there was a tune on one of them, and they use it on the film Gallipoli as well, and I found it, and it's called Albinoni's Adagio. Not to be confused with Barber's Adagio. There's a lot of adagios, man, in classical music, but it's fucking... It's one of them fuckers. And I was like, oh, fucking hell, yeah, it's on Gallipoli as well. And it was on this, on one of these documentaries. And it's a fucking beautiful piece of music. It's great, man. And then that led me on to, obviously, because it's fucking in Platoon, Barber's Adagios for strings. It was the next one playing, so everybody must look for it. But it's the fucking comments underneath, man. One of the comments just made me fucking howl. I was like, oh, God, this just shows the fucking selfish, self-absorbed fucking people out there commenting on shit on the internet, innit? Like, you post something up, like somebody the other day I saw on Facebook would post something up about being depressed, and then somebody else just makes it all about them. in the comments, sorry to hear you're depressed. I've been depressed for fucking 5. All right, sweetheart. Just give it to that person just for a time being. Anyway, somebody had posted up there, this is for my angel. This was on the Barbers Adagio for Strings. I won't say the name. Who died July the 14th, 2018. Our love will last forever. Wait for me. I am coming to you. A bit fucking dark at the end there. But, he's lost his fucking wife. And this was posted about 11 months. The first comment under that just made me howl. It said, the guy said, who died July the 14th, in my arms as well. Our love will last forever. Wait for me. I am coming to you. Dark ending to that. But, like sentiment or whatever, he wanted to get it out. He's just listened to Barbers Adagio for Strings. Emotive song. The comment fucking under that was, my kitty passed in my arms. I'll forever miss Gidget. Oh, what a cunt. Jesus. That geezer's wife's died and you're fucking going on about your fucking cat. Now, this led to hilarious slating. Some of the comments on YouTube are hilarious, but it was both sides of it. That was the thing that made me laugh the most. Also, the inappropriateness of that, saying, my wife's died. She died in my arms. I'll love you forever. I'm coming to you, sweetheart, at some point, and we'll be reunited in the next life. And somebody's put, my cat passed in my arms. I'll forever miss Gidget. Poor old Gidget. Let's get a bit of fucking sympathy out there for the Gidjois. Fuck me. Jesus. And then there was just like stuff underneath, people just slating that woman who did that. I don't think your cat is as important as a person dying. And the fact you're bringing up that sounds like you're degrading the actual comment you're replying to. And then somebody else has replied to her and said, I'm sorry for your loss of your cat. May you see your Gidget again someday. Brackets, hugs. Fuck me, man. Jesus. That was from somebody called Cat Mom. I'm guessing she's fucking single. I'm fucking guessing she's fucking single and living on her own. Poor old Gidget. Let's have a fucking, prayer meeting for Gidget. Thank you and welcome to tonight's prayer meeting. Tonight's prayer meeting, we're thinking of Gidget, cat, who unfortunately passed in her owner's arms. What about my wife? This is for Gidget. This is for fucking Gidget. Jesus, that's what it's come to, people. I don't know. Anyway, that made me fucking laugh. After listening to that tune, which is a fucking beautiful tune, but it just made me fucking hell, man. There's nobody out there who can just go, this is right. Also, as well, 248 people listened to that Barbers Adagio for Strings and gave it a thumbs down. That is the world we're living in. It's got 11,000 thumbs up. 248 people just went, nah, that's fucking shit, that, innit? Fucking shit. It's all strings, innit, and shit. Ah, fuck that shit. One of the most emotive fucking tunes that's ever been used in, a film or just listening to it. It fucking stirs your emotions, gets your old fucking arms, hairs on your arms fucking standing up. And 248 people, no, that's fucking shit. I'm going to go back to fucking, go back to stroking Gidget. I don't know. Anyway, it is fucking that time again, people. It is time to read out a bit of advertising, people. Let's get this done. Right. Have you got lips? Yes. Do you want better lips? Yes. If you answered yes to both or even yes to one, you need stick-on lips. Stick-on lips are lips you stick on. Tired of pouting for selfies or you just don't like your own stupid lips? Stick on some stick-on lips. Stick-on lips are plastic lips you stick on, and I can't clarify that enough. You stick them on. Throw your lipstick away, as stick-on lips come in a variety of colours, so you Won't need your lipstick anymore. Read Lisa's story. Lisa says, I don't need lipstick anymore. That's her story. For one time only, buy one stick-on lip and get the other stick-on lip absolutely free. So stick-on lips today. Warning. Stick-on lips should only be worn on the face, and prolonged use may cause rashes, swelling, vomiting, period cramps, anal bleeding, lip cancer, eye cramping, headaches, post-traumatic stress disorder, homelessness, Holocaust denial, religious conversion, cot death, bankruptcy, and a hatred for a plant-based diet. That was Stick on Lips. Let's have a look. What's the next one? Here we go. Out in cinemas for Christmas, you must see the Not So Brutal Action Hero movie. Not So Brutal Action Hero movie is the 2019 remake of the classic 1980s film Brutal Action Hero movie. It's the same script with a few changes updated for 2019. Gone is the multiple body count and ex-commando role of freeing hostages in a hijacked plane, because now our hero, Jack Fuckkiller, is a rough, tough counsellor with a penchant for cooking vegan food and talking through problems to find a conflict resolution. Will he be able to negotiate trans pronouns? Can he somehow organise a school fete to send little Johnny and his cancer pals to Disneyland? Will he ever finish that love poem? The Independent has described this as a film. From the director who brought you A Pizza a few years ago, Not So Brutal Action Hero movie is in cinemas soon. See it and sigh. That is all the advertising done for this episode. Right, okay, what have I seen in the fucking news this week? This was one fucking hell of a story. Only in Glasgow could this happen. I don't know, it could happen in other areas, but it's a fucking typical Glasgow film. Not that there's anything wrong with Glasgow. I'm sure it's a lovely place. It's the headline: naked man used bike wheel to attack stranger in the street. That's a hell of a headline. There is a video of this online as well, which is fucking amazing. A man has been jailed for a year after he was filmed fighting in the street wearing nothing but his socks. Jason King, 27, went viral. Not in a fucking train spotting way, I hope. When he was caught bursting out of his flat naked from the waist down before throwing off his t-shirt while fighting. He used a bicycle wheel as a weapon, which he hurled towards a man who had confronted him at the door of his flat in Renfrew near Glasgow. King admitted a breach of Criminal Justice and Licensing Act. The fucking video is amazing, man. He comes out, he's naked from the waist down, and he's got a fucking hoodie on. Then he loses the hoodie. It's the initial guy who actually attacks him with a bicycle wheel. Why wouldn't you do that? The only thing to hand, I imagine. That was it. Well, like the naked guy had something to hand, but he didn't look big enough to use that as a weapon. Boom. There we go. But fucking hell, yeah, he's just fighting in the street, fucking naked, chasing after a geezer. The guy looks, to be honest with you, it's a fucking great tactic for getting in a fight. Just strip down fucking naked. What the fuck is the guy gonna do? It's almost saying, well, whoever wins this is gonna fuck the other one. They're my rules in a fight. We're in my rules now. That's it. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. I mean, at least put some fucking trousers on. The geezer's knocked on your door with a fucking bike wheel, tried to hit you over the head, and you've not thought for any minute, this geezer has not thought, wow, I'll probably put on some trousers if I'm going to get into a fight. Even in prison, they fucking lace up the fucking trainers. They take off the old fucking slides and lace up some trainers when they're going to fight, don't they? I know that from watching the prison documentaries the other week. But yeah, fucking hell. The video of the incident, which was posted to Facebook, why wouldn't you, with a caption, just another night in the Royal Borough of Renshaw, racked tens of thousands of views in the hours afterward. It showed King brawling with a man in all black before attempting to shove a woman holding a small red bag. He was totally naked at that point when he went for the woman. The woman seen with white hair. No shit, she's just seen a naked man. A naked Scottish man's winkle. Managed to take King's fleece off him during the tussle. Yeah. That's when he was completely naked. Fuck me, man. Jesus, at least put on some fucking kecks. If you're going to go scrapping in Glasgow. That would be my advice. If you're going to fight in Glasgow, at least be fully clothed. That is the bare minimum. At least you know he didn't have, any concealed knives or anything on him. You know, it's just a knuckle fight, don't you? You don't know what's going to happen if you lose that fight. If the guy's naked, he might give you a little bit of prison justice there. But, yeah, fuck me, man. Jesus. Watch the fucking video. It's fucking amazing. It's one of them fucking videos that you just have to watch, and it's gone fucking viral this week. What are we on? We have done half an hour, people. That was episode 48 of the Ben Briggs podcast. If you like this, you can like it, share it about a bit. Give us a review on the Apple site. I will be back on Tuesday. Have a great rest of your weekend, motherfuckers, and I'll speak to you then.